Good afternoon. In today's video, I will be filming a plan with me using the Eternal Faith sticker book from Porta Arts Design. So if you'd like to see that, stay tuned. So today's video will be a faith planning video. So what I am part of, it's called the YouTube Loop Group, and it's our faith-based loop group. So what it is, it's put on by Creatively Lisa Marie. So what we do is you film a video, and then I'm going to link somebody else's video in my description. You're going to go watch that video. That person's going to link somebody, and then it will come around full circle. And once you get back to my video, that means that you've completed the loop. And this kind of helps other, content creators support each other. Also, you get to see some really great videos with a wonderful message. So I really suggest going through the complete loop. And then sometimes after watching the loop, it's like I always feel so inspired and everything too. So that's what the loop group is. So what I'm doing today is I'm going to be doing a faith spread, and the theme for January is beginnings. And I kind of did my setup with my faith a little bit differently. So for me, this is already a new beginning. So I kind of have a Franken planner where I have my catch-all planner. I have a social media planner. I have a budget planner. And then I have a faith and a reading section. So with my faith planner, what I'm going to do is I switch to the Kell plan layout. So I did do, let's see, I've got the one spread already I've created. I still have to go back and fill this in for the first week. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create the next week. And this is undated. And what I do is I go in and I fill out some verses or Bible journal for each day. So I did create this spread before. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill out the next one, and then I can go back in and, I have to fill in the spreads because I am a little behind with those. But, it doesn't mean that we can't catch up and everything too, because, reading the Bible is a never-ending journey. So let me go ahead and get these laid out. And then I want to, I think because I have these really beautiful pinks, I kind of want to stick with a similar theme like that. So I was going to pull this set from Porta Arts Design to do in this week right here. And I may actually grab some of the leftover pieces because I do have this doll from Kira. So I might pull that into the spread with everything. So I'll go ahead and pull this doll so I can put that in there as well. So I got a couple other sticker sheets that are, somewhat not completely used that I can pull from for other things as well. Okay, so let's start with this page. Okay, I'm going to take this page out real quick. Okay, and so what I like to do is, when I decorate my spreads, I like to kind of create some decoration around so it looks great. I did put up a couple of Bible verses in, and I'm sad I don't have any more of those printed up now because it would be great to have some more printed up. But then I like to, leave enough space to where I can journal or write down a verse that's, reaching out to me and everything else too. So let's go ahead and start with these. So I think what I'm going to do is, I do like this. I might do the But First Pray up here with the Bible. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start in the corner with some florals. So let's start with the biggest one first. So I'll go ahead and get this one up. So we'll go ahead and start in the corner with the florals that kind of start off. And then what I'm going to do is I like to cut off the scraps, and I use the scrap pieces under other parts as well. So let me go ahead and trim these, and I can save my scrap. Yeah, so whenever I think of beginning, of course, I always think of when everybody says beginning with the Bible, you always want to think of Genesis naturally because, in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. But, I do think there's some other great Bible verses throughout the Bible. And one of them that really stands out to me is Philippians 3:13 and 14. It says, forgetting what is behind and straining towards what is ahead, I press on towards the goal. And I feel like with January, you know, kicking off the new year, like one of the things everybody kind of goes for is the goals. So that to me is kind of what speaks. So I do want to write that verse in one of the boxes once I get it, because that will kind of demonstrate the beginning as well. So I'm just putting these last couple scraps down right here just to kind of fill in the border. No sense in them going to waste. And then I do want to, put this Bible, and I think I'm going to layer the But First Pray and then have like the Dell on. Actually, yeah, I'm going to put the cross on that side. So let's go ahead and take the But First Pray. So I'm going to put the Bible like right here, and then I'm going to kind of layer this quote over. I'm going to raise it up a tad so it's not into my writing space. I mean, they say like, you know, prayer is probably the one thing that changes everything. So of course that should be the very first thing you do is pray every single day. It's probably one of the most important things in my opinion. Okay, let's see. I'm going to kind of take one of these other bigger ones and pull it down to this side, just so I could kind of have that balance, and then I'll kind of use like florals and fill in around the edges as well. So let's go ahead and trim this real quick. And this piece looks like it would go, actually I think I like it better over here. I can hear my son downstairs. That's what's hard about getting stuff done nowadays, is now I have a almost 2-year-old toddler and he is keeping me busy. If any of you moms out there are watching this, if you have any advice, especially because we're going to start like the potty training process as well. So that would be something that I really, really would love to hear any tips and encouragement on that as well. He likes to hear himself. Okay, so I'm going to actually put her, I actually put her on this side. So let me put a couple more florals down. I think I have an idea how I want to do this. So I'm going to have this kind of popping up. And then I'm going to have her standing right here. Because I think I can still journal in that spot there, and I'll put like just a very bare minimum florals on this outside. Okay. So let's put this one up on the edge here. That way it kind of doesn't go to waste. And I feel like I want to put the other Bible verse down here. Yeah, because I think that would be good balance. So we're just going to put this over here in the corner. 1 John 4, 9 and 10. Oh, how he loves us. And then I'm going to put the cross. I think since I have the cross on the Bible over here, I want to put the cross over on this side as well. So I think I'm going to put that on Saturdays. There we go. Okay, and then I do have this wreath too. I might just use the wreath as like scrap pieces, like kind of coming in. Didn't really think about what I wanted to do with these. I feel like this would be a good layer, and I might save that for another one. So let's get a couple more of these florals. I'm going to take this one and kind of have it coming down. Let's angle it that way so I can put a few scraps up here to get the extra stickers off my scissors. I'll just put them over there for now. I moved my trash out because I need to dump it and forgot to bring it back when I film. I'll get that little corner here in a second. So I think I'm going to, I might use this actually on this side right here. I feel like I need something else right here. I'm trying to figure out, because I feel like if I just do like a floral there, it doesn't really just kind of sit perfectly. So I feel like I just need some other element. So let me flip through the other book in just a moment. Let's see, what other elements do we have? I have other Bibles, but I don't want to put a Bible by a Bible. Let's see, I already have the cross on the other side. I wish in the pinks that I would have put some butterflies. I do have another cross. I feel like that would be too much. So let's go ahead and let's just put a floral there, and then we can kind of put it going into Monday. Just, I don't know if I like that though. I might just put it here and punch it. I don't know, I haven't quite decided. It's one of those where I'm not really sure what I want to do, but I do know that I want to put something in this corner, but I don't want to take up too much room. So I think I'm just going to put a little bit of this one because I like how those flowers are angled up. Then I can take this bigger piece and put it on the other side for like some color balance. So I think I'm going to put this right here. I'm not leaving myself much room to journal on Sunday, but that's okay. I can write small if needed. All right, so let's fill in a couple more of these florals. I think it's just easiest if I just kind of like pop in a little bit of floral here and there on the outside and leave the inside enough space for me to journal. Like I said, I really wish I would have printed off some more of the other Bible quotes and everything too, because I think that would have been great instead. I mean, I do have some bigger ones, but I wanted maybe some of the other smaller ones. So let's put this one here. And then I feel like this I could put over, oh, maybe too big. Let's see. Maybe I'll just do it here in the center. I can cut off a little bit. So why don't I do this? Why don't I put this down and just trim off the excess, because I like the way that looks a little better. I mean, I always tell everybody, don't ever be afraid to cut your stickers. Make them work for you. Okay, so I am going to save that. Let me just grab a couple more florals. Let's see, I feel like I need some more of the softer color. So I think I'm going to grab this one on the top. And that's the same one, so we can do this right here so it's a little bit different. Yeah, I think the next time I wanted to do something a little more fun, like maybe more like some more Bible journaling type stuff. Maybe do some fun pages in there too. So let's see, I think I am going to use that other cross over here because I can bring a little bit up in there, and I feel like it wouldn't be as empty if I did that. So let me get that second cross. We'll go ahead. Oh man, I ripped it when I was pulling it up. Okay, you know what I could do is I could piece it together. get for trying to yank it out too quickly. Where are my tweezers? Okay. Yeah, that's one thing I think I really want to do is make some special pages that, you know, have like different Bible verses and stuff like that. I don't have those quite in my, the thing with this is I think it's a little different color than the other one. It's a little bit lighter, so I might hang on to this one. I do have another one of this one. I just like that the other one was mirrored, but I guess we can do what we gotta do. So let me go ahead and put this back in the book. See if I can save it as much as possible. I say even if a sticker rips, if you know you're crazy like me and just rip it off, then at least the sticker surgery you can perform to. Alright, so here's this one. I know it's the same one, but I just like the coloring better. And I think it looks, I might have it come up in here, leave a little space on the bottom. It's just that bugged me that there was so much empty space on this side. So we'll go ahead and do that. Maybe I'll bring it up even a little higher. I'm so indecisive when it comes to these sometimes. All right, let's see if I can pull it up without ripping the page. Oh, I don't know. I might be stuck with it there. I'm sure I could find another small element or something to put there, but for now, I think that's it. I'm just gonna do, I might do one little small bit of flower there. So let me see if I can grab a little small floral and we can put one of them there. Let's do, I'm gonna do this one and do like a little piece of it. Just so it doesn't look so empty there. So I could always use this like along the side of a box or something else in a different like spread as well. And it was just bothering me because this one was across the top and the other one had like that gap. So I just needed to fill that in. Okay. All right, so that's gonna be my faith spread, and I like it because I like to leave a lot of open space for journaling, like I said. So thank you for joining me today. Again, like I said, with the loop group, you just want to go down to my description. You're going to watch the next video that's linked down below and continue through all the videos until you get back to mine. And that means you completed the loop. So I really highly encourage you to give it a try because everybody's videos are absolutely wonderful and very inspiring. So thank you for joining me, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. Bye.